Yo, 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 what is good, man? We are back with another episode of the Dot and Clutch Show, man. It's your boy Dot, man. I'm here. My coworker he had to clock in for some OT this week, so he didn't get to be here, but Clutch is here in spirit, man. Shout out to we got top tier Crown in the building. Everybody give a big FSG welcome to the big homie Crown, man. We about to turn up real quick for Rookieville, man.
What's going on?
What's good, man? What's good? Shout out to the chat, man. I see y'all in here early, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Real talk. Thanks for being here. Who we got early? What? Shout out to Florida in the building. Works, man. Everybody pull up, man. It's gonna be a good show, man. There's somebody who came in the game, man, with his head held up high, humble approach. Didn't cry about his situation when it made something happen about his situation. Talking about perseverance, man, and we talking about getting it out the mud, man. Shout out to the little bro, man. Top tier Crown, man. He in the building, man. What's good with you, bro? What's
What's going
good?
on, man? I'm good, man. Happy to be here, man.
I know, right? Hey, man.
Let's
Like,
pop it up.
I know, right? I'm sitting here, man. I'm happy to have you, bro, because it's like a long time coming. Kind of watching your story, watching you grow, and kind of like one of those situations where you kind of went and took what you wanted, right? Like you had a goal, missing out on season three. You know what I'm saying? And it hit you. You know what I'm saying? You was one of the players who felt like, man, I hoop with Soup every day. I'm grinding with these dudes every day. I play with the same dudes that's in the league. And you was one of those what we call, disappointed snubs, man. And let's talk about that. Before we get into all the good stuff, let's talk about what the mud looked like, man. How was it being a person who was on the outside looking in versus where you at right now?
Man, it was crazy. I was just talking to people today, bro. Like, just a couple years ago, I remember I was like, fighting just to get to play with anybody, you know what I'm saying? And then, fast forward into the debates right before I made the league, it's like, oh, y'all only play with Soup. But I used to say, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just played and became the Soup, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just all wanted to go fight. And you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what the ruckus started as, you know what I'm saying? But like way before that, I've been playing this game years before we did anything like that. But I made the rucker, you know what I'm saying, to showcase my guys that was coming up that wasn't getting any recognition, you know what I'm saying? We was just going out there fighting and playing against each other and getting each other better. And then, as we started getting our name and, you know what I'm saying, opening up more to the community and playing against other people, we had that chip. We all got that certain like chip on our shoulder where we like, you know, we go get it, man. We're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna take it from me.
Yep.
You got to really rip it from me. So
Yes, sir.
I was just talking today, like, man, it gives you like a hunger, man, where it's like I'm gonna fight regardless. I don't care if we down 15. I don't care what the situation is. Like, I'll say the journey has made me like prep for anything, man. It doesn't matter what the situation could be.
Man, that's dope, bro. Especially feeling like being able to say, like, you know what, I went after it, right? And when you talk about the rucker, so for the people who don't know, what is the rucker?
Hey,
So,
Rucker Park is, you know what I'm saying, it's just Tans with a purpose, though, man. Like, some people, look in the community. Some people just play the game to play the game, but we was, the Ruckers where you come to get better, man. That's where you gonna play against your peers. You gonna play against people better than you. And that's the goal in this game, you know what I'm saying, where it's like everybody like, yo, everybody need a chance, but this is where you come play against people that's higher than your level. Like, if you want to prove yourself or see where you at, this is where it's going to be because, with the record, we had it, live on Twitch, 300 or 400 people in there.
yeah,
Like,
man.
coaches,
Yeah.
GMs, you know what I'm saying? You come out there and hoop. You know what I'm saying? That's an eye on you. You might get a team offer or something out just from having a good day under the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't made to be exclusive or anything like that. It's just made for guys that I see grinding on a daily, you know what I'm saying, clawing their way, earning that opportunity, you know what I mean? So like that's the record is just a showcase of everybody's hard work.
That's dope, man. So excuse me, and for those of y'all who don't know what tens are, man, tens is 5v5, where it's random teams are selected and you going against the best of the best. You don't know what team you're gonna be on, but most of the top players that participate in NBA 2K as well as the NBA 2K League. They're already always in these tens. So you getting that good crop of talent. That's why they call it the Rucker, where you never know on any given day a Stephon Marbury or a KD or a Carmelo Anthony might pull up to the Rucker. Even when LeBron James was going to come on Team Jay-Z, that's when you bring your ringers in and you come and you give it your all on the real street course. It's the same way with NBA 2K. They treat it the same way. Live commentary, dope setup. I'm proud of Crown for building this platform, which was essentially just something he did for himself, and now it's a platform for others to be able to use to help, help their draft stock, get themselves out there, work on builds. I think the tens is more, to me, in my opinion, to work on builds, work on different moves that you might not do in a real game scenario because it's really practice, but at least you practicing against, some of the best talent that's out there. So going off the season 3, you came back, you got in the Rucker, you got right before the draft that you heard, right before you got drafted, you heard all of the rumors about you not being good enough, man. And then you hear your name called. How was that? You know what I'm saying? Especially with you being from New York, you know what I'm saying? Like, how was that for you to walk across that stage?
It was just we did we had the virtual.
The virtual, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, like, people was always like, well, why is he talk like that? What has he done? And it's like, because you know what I'm saying, I had been through the journey enough to know, and I had 100% confidence at that time that I was ready to do what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? So when I got picked, it was like immediately going to work. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people could witness this, man. Like, I had got picked to play power forward. I had no idea if it was going to go power forward, center. Ended up getting picked to play power forward the first day after that. I was on the league build on retail, shooting jump shots from 8 a.m. to God knows when, making sure, like, I knew what I was going to do. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm a person, like, you see, like, the community has its highs and its lows. Like, right after the draft, I think I seen somebody had posted something like a 6th man of the year thing with my name on it. It's like a joke, I'm trying to troll.
Right.
And I ain't even get to Charlotte yet, and people was doubting me. You know what I'm saying? That made me play better. Like, I love that. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I know, like, there's a whole side of bleachers against me, like, I come from, like I said, I'm born in New York.
Right.
I come from playing in those animated settings.
Yep.
I grew up in that. Like, that kind of, like, makes me take it to another level. So I was already prepped just off to hold my reputation, like, and my expectations. But when I knew I had people thinking that it was going to be 50%, I made sure.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So how was it? Like, was it a thing where you just got drafted and you just excited, like everybody say, oh man, I just wanted to go to any team, or were you excited to go play with Big West and them? Like, were you excited once your team, like talk to me about that process, like being from the community?
The crazy thing with that is, Wes personally asked me in my last interview with him, he said, like, I love your game, bro. And you know what I'm saying, I think you could be one of them guys in this league, like like one of these centers, man. I want to know if you want to let me give you, like, you know what I'm saying, do you want that chance to go be a center?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I pick you here, we going to plug you in at power forward, your old position, and try to, bring that back. But if you don't want to, and, I looked around the league and I was like real glued to every situation, every team, every possibility. And I told him, like, I don't want to be set up. I want to go play and win. And I think that I can win with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I respect you. We got a friendship. Like, I know you.
Right.
I could go win. I'd rather play power forward and win than I'm going to go get mine on center.
Right.
I don't want to go to the wrong situation and go get 20 and 10 and lose. Like, I don't matter to me.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? The thing about it is I got an ego of, I'm a person, a man of honesty. You know what I'm saying? I got an ego because I like to go get my respect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not somebody that be like, man, I'm him.
Right.
And just walk around. No, I say I'm him.
And I bag it up. Yeah, absolutely.
So it was like, people, you know what I'm saying? People was like, well, I wonder if you want to play power forward. I want to win.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to teach me how to play lock and let me get out there and we going to go win, I'll play lock.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when he said go play power forward, I'm like, let's go. I didn't came up on power forward. Nobody knew that. I switched to center just because I wanted more spotlight. I wanted more attention. I wanted to be the deciding factor of wins and losses. And sometimes on power forward, I felt like
you can't impact the game that way. Yeah, you can't impact the game. Because, like, I watched you on center, especially last year with the league tournaments when you and Fanta, I think y'all didn't even lose a series. Y'all swept y'all way all the way through it, and I watched you on center and watched y'all grow, man, because, like, Fanta got a certain particular play style. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, watching you adapt. And then I watched you adapt when we had the NAPX tournament and watched you play with them different groups of boys. It's like that playing in the rucker, you could tell was a plus for you because those were the type of environments where it's really like you filling a role, but you're more of I can plug and play. I know how to play everything, on the comp level. So whether it was at the 4 or the 5, you really just wanted that opportunity to kind of show, hey, let me get in and let me work. You know what I'm saying? And that was to your benefit, man. So we could talk about some of your successes, like when you look at what y'all were going through, and then you had sat out a couple games. I don't know if you had got pulled or it was a coaching decision, or knowing you, I know your personality. You might have been like, you know what, I got some things I want to work on or something. Let homie get a shot. I don't know. Talk to me more about how that was, because you even had people from the community doing videos on why, like free Crown, like why Crown needs to be out there. And then when you did get plugged back in, it was like an instant boost in chemistry, an instant boost in the team morale. I think y'all went and won some more games, you know what I'm saying? I even seen the rumors of people saying, oh, well, they would have won those games with or without Crown. And I'm like, I kind of beg to differ. Like he provided an instant spark. So talk to me more about that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You're my guy, so I'm going to give you, I'm not
Hey, I get them exclusive facts, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Hit me with it.
Like, it's just a real, and, my guys, man, shout out to them because we became a family after this whole situation, man. When we got there, you know what I'm saying? You know my personality, and, I'm older, so here I am, rookie in the 2K league, you know what I'm saying? Not even at a main position, I'm a power forward.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of power forwards just rebound, shoot, get a couple of steal or two, right?
Right.
But that's not me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a talk. I'm a alpha. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I'm a when we good, I'm a praise this. When we down, I'm a make sure we get it up.
Fact.
And you know what I'm saying? That was a clash because I wanted to win right away. You know what I'm saying? I'm a person that when we was playing scrimmages, I'm not trying to lose. I don't give a damn if it's 11 a.m. or the end of the day. I'm trying to win. So
you working on your game, I'm working on my game, but I want to win. I feel that. You know what I'm saying?
So we had a culture, you know what I'm saying, culture clash early, a bunch of personalities and stuff. But the reason I respect everybody is because, like I said, before I went home for July 4th, I thought I'd play my last game with the Hornets. I thought I was going to be off the Hornets, you know what I'm saying, probably get traded. And Wes called me a couple days before we were supposed to come back and was like, man, listen, I want to try something. I want to get real with y'all. I want to, you know what I'm saying, I want to build a bond here, and I think we could take a step out of this. And if you trust me, this is the way I want to go. And I was like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, Wes, we cool. Like, off 2K, I could talk to you. Right. And I'm going to come back to Charlotte. I left Philly, came back to Charlotte. We sat in a room and got real. Like, what we needed to do. And the thing about it with, people making those videos, like, it was so unfair on Doug's because what the situation is, every time Doug's played, it was like no preparation. Hey, Doug's, you playing. This is, put your stuff down, play. You ain't practice.
Damn near setup. Right, yeah.
Get out here and play. And the thing about it is, like, you know what I'm saying, when Doug was practicing and repping and being able to prepare and stuff, when we was running different lineups, all different types of stuff, Doug's is a dog. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my guys. He can call me for anything now. Like, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? So being fair to him is like, I wouldn't have been good if every other day I wasn't playing and somebody said, hey, Crown, just get the sticks and go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I wouldn't have performed at my highest level.
Right.
But when I came back in, and you know what I'm saying, it wasn't even like a, hey, Crown is the reason we did this. You know what I'm saying? We just went back to what we was doing. Because remember, before I sat down, we was really rolling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, y'all was on a nice stretch.
And it's still real because, like I said, like now I can really like just be free and talk
right.
about
Yeah.
like, I'm back on the team. This is my family.
Right. Yeah.
So we had an argument before a game. A day before a game where we just left film. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? I was probably the root of it. And you know what I'm saying, just upset about how we been playing in practice. A day before a game, Wes was like, man, I don't know if we're gonna be the vibes is all off. Man, this was before we played Gen G. I went out there, had 16 and 10. We went out there and rolled them. Just rolled straight too, right? And I was telling Wes, I was like, bro, listen, I'm gonna tell you, like, this is 2K. And I know, because this is what I demanded on retail. I'd argue with Don, I'd argue with them. Hey, this is not, I don't like this, I don't like this. They tell me I don't like that, I accept it, and we move on and go win. Winning kills all of it, right?
Yeah.
And I was wrong to an extent because at some point, the difference between retailers, like retail, you turn your PlayStation off, you go home and chill. You got your girl, you got your life.
Yeah.
The league is your life. Tomorrow you gotta see them. Afternoon you guys see them. The next day you guys see them. It wears on you. So I needed to sit down. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell Wes all the time, we don't win if I didn't sit. Like if I don't sit, come back in with a renewed type of thing. When I tell you like the week of the turn, the practice, we didn't lose once. Mm-hmm. So like, you know, hindsight, we won it. It sounds good when people say, hey, listen, like I knew we was gonna win that. Right. I'm honestly letting you know, like, you could ask the people around the league. They knew what we was about to do.
Oh yeah. I had that.
We didn't have any like glitchy kind of player type thing. You couldn't ban Rigby; he's gonna score. You couldn't ban Sherman; he's not a fadeaway king dribble guy. And you couldn't ban me. I'm just gonna play defense. I don't give a damn. You give me
right. I'm swinging. Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it got to the point in the turn where people was trying to ban me off my bill, and I don't have a. You know, I'm like, I'm smiling.
Yeah, I'm not even the biggest factor. Like focusing on me, you lost already. Like,
you know, and that's kind of where it got the thing. Like, Dan Crown is a big effect, and where I'm looking at it is like, shit, I'm the biggest decoy right now.
Right.
Because if y'all worried about me, I'm gonna do the same thing I'm doing, whether you give me power forward number 5.
Correct.
You should have took him off his.
Yeah.
So, I'm walking around the room like Pete, everybody. We walking around the room like, hey man, this is over. Like,
some of them bands was weird. Like, some of them bands was mad weird.
Yeah. Mid-series, we was just walking around like, man, this is done. Like we just ready to get this over with, man.
Now, in the mental state that you in at that point, right, when you saying you needed to have a break, right? Talk like, and I know this is all hypothetical at this point, but how would it have worked out in your head mentally with you having to take that break, kind of take that deep breath, and Doug's end up balling his life out, and you don't get that spot back? Like, what's your mental state then? Like, if you had to activate Plan B, because you said you walked out the door thinking that was your last game. So what if that was your last game? Like, what's our mental state at that point?
And the thing is with, you know, my girl, my family all knew I was going crazy. Them days of not playing felt like 24 hours. Mm-hmm. And what I said was good in our players because I saw what Doug's was going through. When I sat down and I had to sit in that room 11 to 6, not play, watch, and I could feel the hours going by of not playing. It kind of like, by the time I did get back in, right before that we played the Grizzlies, I was kind of like in coach mode. I had accepted it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
got you.
We gonna win. If I'm gonna sit here, we gonna win. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things that people don't know. I can't wait till I'm done. I want to play as long as I got it in me.
Right,
I want to coach. You know what I'm saying? I want to coach or manage, do something like that because. And it got to the point where I was walking around like, yo, this is the adjustment we got to make. We was down like 12 and a half time. The vibes was a little down against the Grizz. And I told Doug, I said, bro, we just lost game 1. I want you to do this. I want you to stop feeling reserved. It's your show. Don't feel like nothing is going on where we're a family. And he went out there. And that's how I know that under the right preparation and under the right time, he would have been a dog.
Right.
Because he went out there and won us a game. We needed that. We needed that game. Right, to go right into that break. It was like coming out that break against the Grizz. That was our hardest game of the series so far. of the season, and I had accepted it. And then Wes talked to me and was like, "Listen, it's time, man. Like you back in for the money. You came back, you did what I asked you to do, and I was just like, all right, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Because I had never not been ready.
Right.
And it was so funny. It was like I got back on the sticks, and I don't know, like if you don't pay attention crazy to the numbers, some people probably that's in the chat probably know. Like I was shooting about 80% when I sat down. I came back, I never shot the same again, but I still played D. I still was a good player. You know what I'm saying? But to my standard, I was like, damn, man, like I ain't in the same rhythm I was in, but I'm giving the team other stuff.
Which is dope. Intangibles. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I know that's probably a harder transition, man. Like, and when you saying you needed the mental state and the mental kind of, and it ain't even like you saying like I was wigging out. It's more like, man, by you being older, I'm pretty sure a lot of the arguments or things that y'all might have went through during the season might have felt childish. Like, it's no way, like, this is happening. Like, I left my family, my girl. Like, I'm grown. I'm used to having responsibilities. Like, I have responsibilities, So, and this is something that I wanted to work out. So, it's good to hear, what I'm saying, you be able to fight out your own demons and come back a more, a fresher version of yourself. Because it really resonated with the team, and as a viewer and watching the turn, it was great to see y'all. Great to see like the underdogs kind of pull it off, because as it kept moving and as it kept going, it was no longer y'all was the underdogs. It's like, hey, they got a shot at pulling this stuff off, man. So it was dope. And then after y'all do that, right? Like, how dope was it to have like a live 2K event at the facility after y'all won and shit? Like, I know that was pretty dope to bring in some fans and everything. Talk to me about that, because I know that was kind of like the first time y'all got to kind of feel that vibe of being on stage, not on stage type vibe. Like, how was that experience?
It was dope. I had my family come out. I had my brother. My brother was hanging out hours before, watching this scrimmage, me and everybody. See, like all this that I do, what I'm saying? All the reason I play is for my brother, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yep.
I think the league gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Even though we got ways to go, it's like I think the league gonna be something real special for him.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? When I'm done with this,
the future,
you know what I'm saying? He the future of this. So him seeing it and getting to be around it was dope as hell. I had my mom out there, Pete.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Pete, who just retired, you know what I'm saying, gave my mom his game jersey and stuff.
Oh, that's dope.
And it was just like we were so confident at that time. Like we was coming out the turn. We was just there, like, I felt all the energy, and it was just like that was like the, I'll tell you straight up, you know what I'm saying? Like we had reached our plateau before the playoffs. Obviously, we went to the playoffs, we lost, but what I was able to do with that group up until there, with the turn, the homestand was. You know what I'm saying? Looking at it now, seeing that Pete retired like that was enough for him to say, man, we did something special.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy that I got to do that with him, because Pete was a good kid, man. Pete was just a phenomenal kid. Like,
dope.
You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't harm nobody, man. Just a great personality, great kid. Sherm, it's just like going into this season, from that, it's like I'm excited as hell, because now I'm not going to go play with a group that we gotta mold together. Like these are my guys. Like we going in as a unit. Hopefully we get Gio back. We are just a family. So that homestand event, I look to do plenty more of those. And with Pete being that was like his. I don't even count the playoffs. We went out. I don't like what we did in the playoffs, and that's another thing. But Pete went out. The homestand, the turn. He got out to go like that with a champion with a banner, and I look to do plenty more of those for real. So
did now tell me about by you saying your mom came out. How was it prior to the league? Did they understand or support you when you were fighting and staying up all the hours and understanding? Did they really understand esports and how everything went prior to it? And this is more of like, see, mom, look what happened. We just won a ton of money type vibe. Like, how was your support system going into this whole process?
Man, hell no. They didn't understand.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Right.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm older, and
Right.
I was working. I had a good job. I was working with Grubhub as an operations manager there in their
Okay.
offices. Hell no.
Mm.
I had a girl. I had a previous girl before my current one. Hell no, she didn't understand either.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, once I got months away from when I'll tell you when it got real, man. When teams were sending me gear from 3-4 months before the draft on the low,
Mm-hmm.
then my mom was kind of like, all right now, like this is different than season 2. Like I was,
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
she came with
Yeah.
me to the draft when I didn't get drafted. I'm like, Ma, I don't know if I'm gonna get drafted. This was like, Ma, I'm getting drafted. I don't get
Yeah. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like this is
Yeah.
a different time. I'm one of them now. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, all right, I understand. So when everything started happening, you know what I'm saying? Like now they know everything. You know what I'm saying? They watch the games. They got T-shirts, all types of stuff.
Okay.
So,
Right.
you know, like in
Okay.
this community, it's like, oh, everybody an old head, man. I just do like this because I like to do it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I'm gonna teach my brother, if anything, it's like, bro, don't go work no damn corporate job if you're gonna sit there like this and you don't want to do that when it's shit like this. This shit is fun to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I do this because it's fun.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like,
I feel the same way, man.
To wake
like.
up, you know what I'm saying? To wake up and be like, oh, I'm doing something that I love to do. Like, I've been playing 2K my whole life. So nobody had to understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right, yeah.
As long as I understood
it. Yeah, okay, right.
Like, yeah,
and by you being
saying?
Grown, it's like hey, this is what I want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Those talks that we have is like, you know what I'm saying? Where I try to tell like the average person in the community, like those little jokes are like, I'm 28, but that doesn't mean anything to me. I already accomplished the things that I wanted to do. This is so because I want to do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is not like I gotta, I gotta just play the game.
You don't have to let people that don't mean nothing.
Okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I play the game. Like, there's nothing you can say. And another thing that I grew out of is like, like, I'll go back and forth with people for hours. And I ain't going back and forth with you now. Like, you got it.
No.
Like, I don't give a damn what you talking about. Like, good job, bro. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
I'm just so focused on this, like, people leaving the league, you know what I'm saying? Things happening, like, all I look at it is like, I'm trying to go win a chip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
man. When you focusing on you and yours, man, a lot of people don't really understand that vibe. They get the passion mixed up with ego, and sometimes it's really their ego. It's not really you. I learned on my journey and with this whole Fire Sticks gaming thing about how people had a perception of you. So it's kind of like you can't really. It ain't nothing you could really do to change that. I think the more you try to fight it and make people see, hey, no, I'm really a nice guy, or I'm really like this, I feel like you fighting an uphill battle because they gonna believe whatever they gonna believe anyway. The people who close to you and know you, and take pride in saying, who you are and talking about your character, they're gonna continue to do that. The people who want to say negative things, they're gonna continue to do that. It's really no way to get around that. It comes with the territory, because I do so much good for the community, but then I get accused of, it's just people think that it's all perception. They think you're one way when it's like, hey man, I'm fighting a good fight for y'all. I do this because I love it, and I love the idea of kids having an alternative from real sports, because I grew up in the real sports era where your parents didn't want you playing the video game. They didn't think that you spending hours on it was productive. They wanted you to go out there and, either make it to the league or tear your ACL, whichever one comes first. You know what I'm saying? Because we know it's one of them two is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? You play baseball, your rotator cuff going to go. You play football, you probably going to tear your ACL. You play basketball, you're going to have some knee issues again. It's like, if you can make it, make it. But I came from the era of, put the game down. So I'm a big advocate for having options. Like, so a kid who could be a 3-star recruit in high school could one day possibly get an esports scholarship too. So now he get to pick and choose whether or not he wants to pursue this esports scholarship, or whether he wants to go and pursue this NFL or this MLB or hockey or like I think a lot of people I know things be slept on, right? And I'm gonna tell you like when we talk about things get slept on, I know three of my family members who've gotten bowling scholarships. Bowling. Like I come from a long line of bowlers. Like my old man was a bowler. I mean, huge bowler before he died. Multiple 300s. My cousins, all of his on my dad's side of the family, we all bowlers. I've been bowling since I was 5. I haven't bowled in years because we don't. I'm like it's like you know how you don't really play the game recreational. Like you don't really like just play 2K. Like it's gonna be odd for you to just load up and play like a 1v1 against or play now. Like you're not really going. You more of a pro am. Excuse me, my team type of guy. You're not gonna really just play now. So like with me, when it comes to bowling and just going to play with like house balls and not really having your real shoes and having your real balls and just trying to play for fun, that ain't fun. Like I'm trying to get at it. You know what I'm saying? Like I come from a long line of people who get at it. You know what I'm saying? But that's a slept on scholarship, but not in my family. Because it's like people don't know, like these are ways that you can fund yourself to get to school. You just got to be good at different things, like you know what I'm saying. So having a kid to have an option of possibly a bowling scholarship or a tennis scholarship, or now we can throw in esports. Like I just love having that option, and there's a lot of people in this country, and namely Chicago, where I'm at, who don't know nothing about esports. And that's why I'm here to like kind of use my celebrity or whatever you want to call it, or my shine my light, and the light that shined on me to shine it on this whole community of African American and black and brown people who dominate this community on a on the amateur level.
Yeah.
Versus what we see on the pros is to shine a light like, hey, you can possibly get off the streets and play the game. What you mean play the game? Yeah, you can play the game and make money. I have Crown. Now I can show this to my kids and show them that I'm trying to bring up in the high schools and the middle schools that I'm finna be working with. Like here's a 2K League player getting paid salaries and made money on top of his salary and things of that, because we don't know that in the inner cities and all of this that some of these things exist. We don't have the tools sometimes to be able to stream properly, have the best internet, be hardwired and everything. You got kids out here trying to make the league off Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? Like you got kids trying to make the league from EU. You know what I'm saying? From international, and they playing on a delay and they staying up 8 hours. So it's like the people like yourself who put in that work day in day out, and you could see them actually blossom in the league where go through that adversity. And I wanted to shed a light on that because you were one of the first people I reached out with, you and Mike, because it's like all we do is talk about the good. Like just like when people are posting on Twitter and they posting about what they did, they only talk about the good. But then we don't how we build a star or how we fall in love with people. Same way you fell in love with your favorite sports star or your favorite movie or your favorite yeah, we just a fan, right? But how can I create more fans for Crown? Well, let me hear more about him and his story. Because we only see the good stuff and all of the, politically correct stuff on Twitter. So it's like, when I want to provide a platform like I'm doing now is for y'all to be able to come and let people learn more about you and learn more about your support system and help you grow and build more fans because they like you versus just a guy who good with the thumbs. Because at the end of the day, Crown is got to live on within the community, whether you coaching, whether you know what I'm saying, because you building these different things with the Rucker and showing perseverance and showing people you can deal with adversity. And then now it's time to keep showing improving and then pave the way for your little brother, man. So, man, and speaking on that, how is it to be playing like with your like super younger brother that you feel like is even, I would say, in a better position than you are because he's dope at a even younger age than you were when you started playing competitively. So how does that feel to have like a blood sibling who's actually dope at the game?
Man, it's crazy because you know, I can still remember when I used to give my brother a controller that wasn't plugged in. I was playing without, you know what I'm saying, and trying to trick his ass. But it's crazy, and man, shout out to him because I put that
Shout
boy
out to
through hell.
Clyde, man.
I put that boy through hell on this shit just so that when he go to the league, he'd be ready for it. You know, he'll be ready. That's why, like, you know, people say like, will he do this or will he do that? It's the same thing, man. Like, he ready for all that, bro. Like, Claude gonna be a dog when it's his time to go to the league. But I think it's
Can't
crazy
wait.
because like, you know, we play point guard and center. You know, he's point guard and center,
Yep.
so it's like we like a little 1-2 punch when it comes to it. But you know, Claude is a tough kid, man. Like you talk about when you talk about stuff that's not just a good and just a pretty, man. Like I remember he was 15 loading up with me. You know, I'm running for the league. My great grandma passed. We got a finals that night.
Oh man.
And we sitting in the crib dejected and we still fighting. It's a kid, you know. I'm a grown man. I'm like, I gotta make the league. I still gotta respond. I gotta still do this. That's a kid, man.
Right.
He on the other side where his setup, like trying to make sure I'm good too.
Man,
you know
that's dope.
Like, that's the thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't like he like a power forward or something. He a point guard who, you know what I'm saying, was coming up and was like, bro, I don't care if I gotta stay up and be tired at school the next day. Like I'm gonna help my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, and with me, you know, like I'm a little, you know, I got people that don't like me for no reason, don't even know my name. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I wake up in the morning, my brother fighting battles on Twitter. Like, nah, my brother is like that. He gonna be good, and you know what I'm saying? Fighting. So the dynamic with me and him is crazy. He always good in my book, man. Next
That's
year, his
dope.
year, I'm gonna be back in pre-draft working. Like I'm not in the league to make sure he get to his thing. You know, I want to make sure he guaranteed lottery.
That's
guaranteed
dope, man.
Top wherever he need to be. But that's my dog right there, man. So.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Now, let's talk about how was the experience like with being in Charlotte and being away, right? And then now you in this apartment during the quarantine. Like, how did that affect? Like, cause I know I was listening to you talking to Spaces, and you was talking about how things were kind of limited as far as y'all movement. You know what I'm saying? Not really necessarily the vaccine, but just in general. Like, you know what I'm saying? How was that, man? Like, I seem like, you know, just from the outside looking in, it could have felt like a box, man. Where, you know what I'm saying, you stuck in this room, you stuck with these obligations, damn near 7 hours of scrims every day. And then now you know what I'm saying, you really got no outside movement, really not doing how was that experience during COVID?
Well, I was going insane before when we first got there and the league bill wasn't ready. It wasn't playing. I didn't know what the hell I was going to do. You know?
Right.
I'm calling my girl like the days feel like 24 hours. Like I ain't got shit to do. I ain't come here to go to no restaurants.
I'm here to work, man. I'm trying to get at there, right?
You know,
like,
You know what I'm saying? So I can't practice. I can't. So I'm on the retail. Literally, what I used to do, wake up, and it's so crazy, man. I was so locked in out there that I would go to sleep and wake up, and I left my game on, change the settings where it don't turn off. Wake up with the retail player in the little shoot around, so I could just wake up and shoot. Like,
wow.
That's all I was doing. You know what I'm saying? That was the one thing that I actually was nervous about. I don't get nervous on this game no matter what. Like I tell people all the time, like I think Kyle Lowry said it in the finals. He was like, "This ain't pressure. Pressure was like fighting to make it to where I'm at." Like, you know what I'm saying? So the only thing that was on my mind was like, man, I don't shoot the ball in the center. I'm going back to power forward. I got to shoot again. So like that was my focus. But when the league bill came out, I was just downstairs in our practice facility playing like 10, 12 hours a day. Nice. You know what I'm saying? Because at that point, it's like, I don't care. You know, people do like the deep end thing, like you play too much. Man, this is what we're here for now. So I'm locked in. It didn't bother me too much. Plus, we had good personalities. Like us being boxed in, you know what I'm saying? Help when you boxed in with damn Big West. He gonna make you laugh.
Right. West a goofball. That's
you know what I'm saying?
homie.
We gonna play mad. Like we just sitting around talking and that, and you know what I'm saying? Like so. It helped to have the people around, you know what I'm saying? Being boxed in is easy when you got Rick B. Gio. Like, we sitting there laughing and joking and talking all day, you know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
And like shout out to my girl was real easy with it because she was a flight attendant before, so she was cool with like the long distance travel thing. Like we communicated. My family, I went to military school growing up, so like it wasn't hard on me to be away from anybody for real. Not that time. I focus on this year being even easier to deal with that. I'm a vaccinated player. Even I be vaxxed now, but
right.
I was vaxxed last year, so what I'm saying, I got to like go get groceries and do shit like that.
Oh, well, that's dope.
Yeah, I did some other stuff too, but you gotta watch what you
right,
say.
Right. Yeah. Nah, like okay. Nah, but that's dope, man. Give me an idea, like when you look at the state of how everything is moving right now, like let's even say for pre-draft right now, like am I wrong in feeling like it's just something ain't it with this pre-draft right now, man? It's just so much looming right now where like I don't see teams as active as they used to be. It's not to say that I don't think guys are hungry. I just feel like this batch that we got right coming up right now, it's like, yeah, you see players that's rising to the top, but it's some of the players that you see who are playing who playing maybe lights out, they benefiting from a lot of players not really playing and people not as locked in as they was. Is the competition level is a little bit lighter this pre-draft, as you seeing like even like like the Rucker, like it ain't like you really like I didn't see Ruckers where it's like all day. I didn't been in the Rucker, bro. I've been watching that shit since it dropped, and I'm one of the people who are sitting Goofy or sitting Yours or sitting Fantasy Stream and why they in there or sit period. I figure out who's streaming and just go in there. And you used to have days where it was like boom, boom, series after series after series, big names. Now I'm seeing it's like you get a couple games and then it's like, that third, fourth wave that team ain't as strong. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that everything that's going on? Is that this pre-draft? What you feeling? What?
So, I'll tell you, since people have the, people. I'm gonna keep it real. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Some people like to skid around the thing. And it's just like this. Some people are not as good as they used to be. And let's just call it what it is. I can't discount people coming up right now, right? Mm-hmm. Because that's what they tried to do when I was coming up.
Okay.
Nobody really playing. Nobody doing this. That ain't their fault. Because I'm telling you now.
That's true.
There's going to be somebody that's grinding right now to make it in this time that's going to go kick somebody's ass that was sitting there chilling.
Yep.
Because I did it. You know what I mean? Yep. And I'm going to just tell you, like, with the record, I'll tell you, like, the controversy around the record that made it hot at first was, like, let's just be honest, it was me, Don, people like that. They was mad losing in the record, which made it fire. Like, it was, people was making like, oh, you're not going to embarrass me. I'm old. Now,
right.
Now that it's like the guys from my time of playing in that, like, I'm gonna tell you like this, it's kind of like an outcasting where like the competitive people that are deep in makes the game competitive. That's the difference. That's the thing that people don't understand. Like when you say, oh, you deep in, well, I am trying to get better at the game. I'm trying to go win 6+ figures on. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't try. It's not cool to try no more on the game. It's like you can't. If you're trying, now you're trying too hard, which I don't get because you're trying to get better.
Man, for real, bro. Like,
so it's like you say we're not giving a chance to this or doing this or doing that or doing this. It's politics, but it's politics in itself to say y'all are playing too hard. What are you trying to get out of this thing?
Right.
Like if you want some content and you want to make some Shaq in the Fool tapes and it's laughing and joking, fine. But let's not hide it as, oh, we're getting better and we're grinding. That's why I like that tweet from that comp be showing. Like, not every hour on this game is productive. I can get on this game and tell you now. Sometimes I get on this game and bullshit. It ain't nothing wrong with trying hard on the game.
Right.
But since it's become a thing like, oh, you taking
sweat.
it too serious.
Yeah, you a try hard.
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, I go crazy on everything I do. So this is no different. Yeah,
But I'm guilty of it too. Like, I'll tell you now, last night I didn't know our series was on UPA channel, right? The moment we lost the first game, and I was just sitting there like, it is a little hard. As for me, you know what I'm saying? That was a $500 pot. I'm playing in the league a few months ago for
right.
120K.
Yeah.
But I said, oh no, this shit is on. You know, I make a joke and I say this shit is on TV because that's our TV. Twitch is our TV.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Nah, this shit on TV. Like, I'm not about to let nobody get over on me because that's still me.
Right.
Some people, you know what I'm saying? Some people say like, I don't care about this. And I'm telling you now, the people that be like, I don't care, they care. They just not.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So when you got a player that's upcoming, right? Anybody that's hot and they whipping somebody's ass that might have been in the league and was good 2-3 years ago, we'll see if they're gonna be good. We'll see if you gonna be good.
Yeah.
Come league time. But nobody has that conversation. So it's watered down now.
Yeah.
It's like
I see
you can't if you're winning, not everybody playing. If you losing, you ass.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
And I think it's both sides to it, and I see what you're saying, especially with the content side, because you're getting a lot of content out of league players. You're getting a little bit of content out of prospects, but not a lot, man. Like, I think one of the things that I hate about the community, man, is that, you know, people get into this follower mode. You know, like people like yourself who created things, like myself, like we doers. We don't really just wait for the next trend to come out and follow it, right? But like now, you got this big trend now with photo dump, or I'm gonna do a clip dump. Excuse me. What? I don't even care if you come to me and I don't even care if nobody gets a mixtape from me ever. But to go from a day where we just going back to just dumping clips back to back on top of each other with no storyline, y'all not even bothering to put in who you playing and why this clip is important. I think I seen one person do something, dropped it and said photo clip dump, and then now that's the trend. Now that word is being thrown around like comp used to be thrown around, where you throw around the word comp, or like when Fifi first, everybody's like, it's literally, you hear people like, what are you doing with this clip dump? Like, how does this help you market yourself or get drafted? Like, it ain't even about going to get a professional mixtape. It ain't even about that. Like, it's plenty of people who will I'm pretty sure do that for you for little or no money. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't even gotta come to the best. Like, you could just get somebody you want to grind with and say, hey man, let's add some subtitles or something to these clips and just help with the situation. Like, now it's like we not even grinding. Like that last year when you was coming up, you was doing everything, EPKs, mixtapes, you was like, you really wanted this. It's like, bro, I'm not saying that because I was all for with putting it all on the players until I seen people get drafted who, it was people arguably didn't have next gen consoles and all of that other stuff. So we understand that it's going to be some politics involved, but it's still certain people who should have got called across that. Their name should have went up on the board. So when you feel like that and you know that, it's like it's people who didn't put out any content, do anything, get their name called. So it's like, I can't really say, all right, it's all on y'all. Let's make sure you get your name called. But, I mean, you got to fight a little bit, man. You still got to kind of treat it like it's like when I was watching you, Grant, we was watching a player who actually, you could tell, wanted this situation, wanted to make sure that what he said on Twitter was correct, how you was moving outside of Twitter, how you was moving in these parties. You wanted to make sure everything was on point. If anybody had you wrong, you was quick to DM, hey man, I'm not on that at all. I'm humble. I'm like you you really cared about your image, your name. You put out a good product. It's just right now I hate to feel like people don't understand that they products too, and you got to kind of sell your whole self to a team, not just you good at these sticks. Cause it's finna not be a time where just being good at the sticks is gonna be good enough, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't start that process now, start that process. Like, it was great to see you back streaming and getting your stream back up, and you made it to almost 50 subs in a couple days. Like that, like I people see the blueprints, they see what's going on, but it takes one person that they look up to do something, and then now that's the trend, and it's like it's that's not gonna help you. A clip dump is not gonna help you get drafted. I don't understand, man. Like,
and I want to, what you said is like, you know personally, because like you said, you was watching, it was at a point where I could do nothing right as I was grinding. I could win, and it was like I lost.
Right.
I could, and people close to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I did the record thing, I was getting from people from afar that didn't know me, I was getting hate off of it, like I was trying to big myself up. When really, you know what I'm saying? Like, to this day, I can, you know what I'm saying? I'm 100 grand with it. Is people would hit me up, like coaches and stuff would hit me up about prospects and stuff, and say, well, what do you feel about them? And I'm not even in the league yet. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't even drafted yet, but I had made a platform for people to be able to come work on their craft so much that it was a consistent views from people that made the decisions on whether you was going to be a professional at this or not.
Yep.
And my people know. You know, I ain't gonna say nobody my name, but they hit me up man to man and say, hey, listen, bro, like, thank you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Like you providing a whole process.
So take that right there of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing I did learn, and I got that now, is that this is the internet. You can talk whatever. I ain't gonna engage with you. But before, it would burn inside of me like I'm being painted on this side of the coin. Or really, I put the foundation down for almost double-digit people to be able to say I get paid to play 2K. You know what I'm saying? So you see the thing with the record slowed down. I stopped doing the record because I felt like I stopped doing the record as much because I felt like the people I owed it to, including myself, because I was in there, the people I owed it to say, hey, bro, somebody got to come watch these kids play. They really hooping.
They wasn't in there.
I'm telling you now, there's people that don't follow me. You know what I'm saying? That don't even support anything I've ever done. Maybe even negatively in the past. Like, they think I might have not seen it or forgot. Have asked me for a favor.
Yeah. I know. I've had people. I'm telling you, I'm a brother of the same struggle. So I understand you right there, because I got people I've seen on broadcasts and on shows, like, make comments about me or Fire Sticks, and they know nothing about me. They don't know anything about. They don't even follow me. So it's imagine somebody speaking on your name that don't even follow you. They don't even so. Basically, everything they hear or know from you is hearsay. They looking at something that one of their friends liked or retweeted, or something somebody said about you or commented on the post. They don't get a full description of who you are. They don't know anything about your values or your morals. They don't even take the time to follow you, but yet and still they got an opinion on you. And that's one of the things I think, by you having that grit, you kind of being a New Yorker. You know what I'm saying? You lace your 10 boots up and you keep it moving, and you kind of working on a solution, which brings me to how you maneuver from being a prospect to being a top prospect to being in the league. And then when you wake up or you get the phone call, how does it feel when you ended up winning awards in your first year of the 2K league? Because you was all NBA 2K League Team 2, and then you won all rookie team 2 as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to keep up on my
rookie, and
stats.
I got second team, 2K18.
Second team, yeah, that's what. Yeah, okay. I keep up with my stats. You know what I'm saying? With
I
my
see that.
accolades. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, yeah,
And look, I'm gonna give you an honest response because like this, everybody has their own personality and what draws them. It's like
yeah.
those are, you know what I'm saying, and if, you know what I'm saying, like they
Okay.
sit right by me.
Shine,
you know
shine it. You know what I'm saying?
I
I
keep them
see
close,
you.
you know.
Yes, sir.
These awards is for the people that told me I couldn't do it, and the next ones will be for the people that don't think I could do it again. It's what you know
Yes,
what I'm saying.
sir.
Like,
Yes, sir.
That's what you know what I'm saying. Like I love that, and I'm telling you, it's an important message I want to say is like I'm not one of the pros that doesn't want to see people succeed. That's a problem that we have with our league is that we got pros that are upset when prospects are good. You know, I won't be one of those. I'm telling you, I had supportive people
Right.
in the league that no longer supported me once. I took, you know what, I'm going to say it like this. I had lost the support of people that were currently in the league that had provided me advice when I was out of it. And I write it and I say to people, a lot of people only want good for you when they're comfortable in what you're doing well. Like, if you're doing this good, but you're at this level and I can keep you right here, that's cool. But if you elevate, I can't. If we can't be peers, I gotta look down on you.
Yeah.
And the thing that I try to tell people is like, I embrace my age. I'm not a kid. Like, so when you can't pump me because I told you, you just didn't believe me that I said I was coming in here to go get this. Like,
Yes, sir.
I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say, "Oh, I made the league." Thanks, man. I'm happy
Right. Nah.
I didn't come to make the league. I came to take this shit. Like,
I
you know
love
what
it,
I'm saying?
bro. Yeah,
so,
man.
So it's like, I won't be one of those people that be like, "Hey, do this," and then you go do it, and I'm mad at you for it. I will embrace you for it.
Right.
And the thing that's hard of uncovering in this community and not saying anything about it is that there's a lot of people don't like you for the reasons they don't have. They don't know why they don't like you.
And they don't want to tell you either because they know it. Let alone you worked on that or you know what I'm saying, like this.
And the content that people came to love from the record was us stepping on people that we saw in our way. Like if we fight. This is a game. You know what I'm saying? We trying to make the league.
And you supposed to be better than me, right? Yeah,
like you know what I'm saying? I can be cool with you, and that's one of my best friends in this community. Like from the grad is Dayfra. Like Dayfra, me and him will go at it, talk shit to each other, boom, 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 and then go watch film to 3 a.m. and chop it up because that is somebody that's comfortable with their spot. You know what I'm saying? So they comfortable and they a real person. Versus where it's like, I come to you and I'm like, yeah, man, you look all right. Like, we hooping. I mean, let me give you some pointers. I'm above you. And then you come and put up 15, 10, and 10. And I'm like, I don't know if I really, you kind of too confident.
Right.
I thought you wanted me to be confident. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's a thing where it's like, I saw people say congrats to me when I won these awards that said, that was like liking statuses and putting up subliminal messages when I was on the bench. Thanks. Like, you know, like, it's just people in this community, man, like, they're going to be the reason I make sure I stay working hard. Like, I got so many real things, like my brother, my family, businesses that I want to put some of this money into. So many goals for myself that's going to already keep me at 100%. But the day I wake up and I feel like, damn, do I want to practice today? From my personality, I'm always going to remember the person that's waiting. They just waiting for me to be ass. And then you're just going to keep on waiting. You know what I'm saying? So, like, these awards, that you know, if I was still that same person that liked to entertain the internet people, I would have been said, I appreciate at this person. I dedicate these awards to you. Now stay your ass where you at. Like, you know, And you know what I'm saying? I'm comfortable saying that, man, because like my people close to me and be like, man, don't pay attention to them. Now I try to tell them like, y'all don't understand. Paying attention to them is what really gets me in my zone. Like,
yeah, man.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Oh, I mean, I with you, bro. Like
Yeah.
I still get the text messages and the, hey man, stop tweeting, man. Why you? Hey, people still they'll try you, man. Like
And
you
I
still
love
a
it.
grown man
Like,
at the end of the day. Like you know what I'm saying? And it's like,
I
hey
love
man,
that, man.
I'm gonna have fun too. I gotta have days where I'm allowed to have a little fun like y'all do, cause they think they gonna troll for fun. I'm gonna troll back one day,
like Plo. Let me tell you about Plo. I talk trash to Plo all the time. I've been talking to trash to Plo
okay,
since I seen him coming up in low lobbies.
right.
And he never shy away, never back down. I always tell Plo, I say, Plo, I think you got it, bro. I think you could be one of them guys.
Yeah, he been hooping.
When I talk to you, you talk back.
Right.
Versus thinking like, oh, I'm good at the game, so I should be quiet. Because like this ain't, you know, I think some people take this shit like mob power. Like you good at the game, so like we should respect you like you a mob.
Right.
I don't give a damn about you.
Right.
Like, I'm
yeah.
trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be better than you. And he'll come out and fight. And I love people like that. That's why even with Wes, I said, Wes, I need to sit in the interview because I need to see what's going on. I need to see the personality that's coming in because I'm trying to go win. And I know we need to go win. Be on that stage and losing and seeing what's needed, what the preparation is, what the character, what you need on that the boy. I need that, and I'm gonna go. You know, that's why I'm gonna go find that to come join that culture with us.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's it's important, man, and especially like understanding the next generation of the people who coming behind you. They gonna eventually keep you on your toes. That's what I've always prepared for, and always tried to make sure my team stay focused on that and whatnot when you're dealing with growth and you growing as a person and understanding your skill sets and your talent is recognizing your own game is the first game that you should learn to recognize because that's the most important, is your own game. that's you know what I'm saying, because you can't get better not watching film and not understanding what your strengths and weaknesses are. Same thing when you running your business, you got to understand what your strengths and weaknesses are, man. So that's why I wanted to make sure that you came on and you got to talk your shit with me, man, because I love these type of stories, man, and I'm gonna keep shining the light on what you're doing and how you getting it done, and you got your awards right there. I love it, man. Like and right now I'm leading the league in player created awards for the coach and owners and GMs. That's why I display all of these little fire sticks things you see my players made. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Thermi, she in the chat. You know what I'm saying? She made my controller holder. You know what I'm saying? Got dot on the front. You know what I'm saying? She handmade this joint for me. You know what I'm saying? And then my boy Matt off the Apex team made me those 3D images of the fire sticks joint. So I keep I'm leading the league too. You know what I'm saying? Like
I see what's going on, man.
So like I said, you keep those things close. Those are the things that I keep close to me to remind me when I'm doing things and I'm shedding my light, that I also shine a light, and I got things around me that remind me to stay humble and why I'm doing things, because it's really about you and your support system, bro. And that's who you're doing it for. You're not really doing it for everybody else, and now all these other stuff that come with being in the spotlight. We could take that, we could handle that, because it is what it is. We ain't trying to that clout word. We don't even care about that stuff. Like when you was important in a real world, you know what I'm saying, being important in a virtual world is easy. You know what I'm saying? So
right, and I think that's like, you're one of the few people that understand what I mean by that when I say like, so when I say like I do it for the people that say I can't, it's more so saying like you're concerned with me, so my actions are
yeah.
Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm doing this. I'm so zoned in on everybody that I do this for, that when I notice that you're concerned with what I'm doing, me just doing me bothers you.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to do me, because I'm not a actor.
Right.
So
right. Yeah.
just to be Kingsley. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? When I wake up, the person, like you know what I'm saying? Crown is my PSN. That's my name in the league.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really Kingsley. Like,
Yeah.
and when you meet Crown, you meet King. Like when you meet me,
Yeah.
you really meet Kingsley. Like there's no effort to be like, oh, let me give my image because I'm good at the game. I don't give a damn if I was shit at the game.
Exactly.
I would have been the same person. So when I mention people that the naysayers and stuff, it's just like they get bothered me. They get bothered because I'm just being me. And
I love it, man.
And to be honest, you know, I pay attention to you too. Like I interact with you too. People get bothered with you just being done.
That is, man. Like,
you know, and that's the thing. It's like one of the things you said about perception. You know, like there was a tweet about a week ago about who would you like to play with in the league, and a lot of people added me, and I was just like, no, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Like,
right? Yeah.
You really wouldn't. But it's a cool thing to say now. Like I see Dave Fry say the same thing. It's like it's easy for him to beat Dave Fry because he just being Ryan. Like, and with more people in this community, like you look at the people that in the community, and the thing about it is like the people I respect, like I'm cool with, I see, and like those are real people. It's like Bear.
Yeah.
Bear being himself.
Yeah, he being himself. Like, yeah.
Big Saint is really Big Saint. Like you meet him, that's Saint. Like
right.
The people that's not acting is so easy to, and that's why we are good at the game. Like we're good.
Right. Yeah.
Because we really just being ourselves.
Correct. The people who ain't acting, you could definitely tell,
like,
man.
Why do you think, like, I'm never unsure of myself in this shit. Like, so it can come off cocky of all things. It's just I'm confident in what I do. You don't sit here and watch 5-6 hours of film with me, and I know exactly what I need to do to beat this team and why I appear like I do. I'm only appearing like that because I put the work in to do so. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, like, nobody can tell you about anything that you're doing, and because you in your crib, you out and about in your business, making sure your shit is A1.
Yeah.
So when you make sure your shit is A1, your personality gonna carry that you're confident in your work, because it's my art. This is doing whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
it's your brand. Man. Like,
and your craft.
Yeah.
So when I step out confident in my work, it's because I took a lot of time to paint this picture.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm with it, bro. I love it. Like, I was the wife, she was getting me, because I just got, the lawyer just sent me my trademark information. I'm gonna hang it up on my new setup. I told you I put in a new window. We about to move, so when I get to my new temporary spot before my new house, I'm getting new construction. So while that's getting built, I'm in a temporary spot, so I'm gonna find a place to hang it up. But the wife just sent me, like, you know, we own the trademark to Fire Sticks Gaming, so we were in litigation with Amazon for over a year. With, you know what I'm saying, because Amazon wanted only Fire Sticks to be associated with those things that come with the TV. You know what I'm saying? So they was sad when I snuck in there and got it done. Like, so, you know, I finally won my court battle, and I'm gonna hang my plaque. That's not a plaque, but that's a win. Like, for the community, for us, because I'm one of y'all, and I think, like, a lot of people don't understand.
You're not talking shit over the thing that you take your property.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when people ask me to say my logo, and I say, well, you know, that's copyrighted and trademarked, bro. You can't alter that in any way without my permission. So unless you finna use it for a thumbnail or for whatever, you got my permission. But in
this world, that's Hollywood.
That's Hollywood. It's, you know what I'm saying?
But it's not. But they don't realize that
in business, it's not.
You breaking your back and hustling and grinding to provide for you, your family, and to be
others.
Is to give out to others.
We take the scraps. I take the scraps,
so
man.
You see how we can relate when I make a platform and people think I'm trying to be exclusive, but
my God, bro.
I'm really just trying to make sure
exactly
that we all elevate, right?
People think I've tried to take, when I raise my prices, I'm like, hey, bro, I raise my price because I'm paying my staff. Like, you getting the best. You getting the best.
You can see, if you notice, I don't even bring that platform out anymore, man.
Yeah, bro. Ever since we got out that 1 week of spaces, bro, I've been burnt. I ain't been in another. Only space I jumped in was the vaccine one. I seen you in that. I'm burnt out, bro. Like, and I hate to say it, but if the community don't be careful, man, it's going. Like it's. I'm not. I wouldn't say nothing bad about nobody, but I just see some greedy. I see some greed coming in, man, and it's like we gonna start losing good people in the community because it's like don't nobody really want to kind of play the game raw no more, man. They don't want to just don't nobody want to compete. Don't nobody want to. Do you want to team up and do this? And I'm not even tripping off no super teams or nothing. It's just
no. I'll tell you honestly. If it don't change, as soon as like for me personally, as soon as I get my blood in as a professional, I'll work on my game in the shadows, man. I won't want to.
Yeah, bro. It's like at the end of the day, man. We got to start building these brands up. It's got to be like besides the perennials, we can't just be having the situation where a team ain't a team. And it's like when you see a team, you expect certain people on that team. If the roster change every 2 weeks, man, it's like or every week, or we can't have nothing. It ain't no parity or no longevity. It's like we're gonna get a watered down product, man. It's gonna be But I've been trying to teach us about our product and how to market it, man. So you got me, man. You need anything, man? You get my crown discount on services, man. We gonna take care of you because you one of the people that we want to see win, man. And you know what I'm saying? You gonna get that extra push from me, man, because I just it's certain things that I feel like some people call me an OG. I just wanna see y'all win. I think a lot of times by you being older, you understand what I mean. Like a lot of these dudes don't even know what they gonna be in life yet. They don't know like what their life gonna turn out to be. They don't know where they gonna be at when they 30. You know what I'm saying? So the people who you see on the right track and doing good, those are the people that I like to support and I like to make sure that they understand that they got help from different angles to understand business, understand how to win out here, how to market yourself, and how to stand out from the crowd. Those things are important because we don't get taught these things in school. A lot of these things in life come with hands-on training. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get with people who are already hands-on to kind of understand that hands-on. Just like you see right now, everything floating around with the Jay-Z dinner or 500,000. I feel like having Jay-Z as a resource is worth more than $500,000. So it's like whatever you get from him at that dinner, if you don't understand or have a better way of how you can make your own $5,000 from that, you messed up on the meeting. But being able to say that you went to dinner with Jay-Z and had a business meeting with him adds to your respectability amongst your peers in the business world, which is what people are forgetting. People are forgetting that it's hard to get into certain rooms. You remember being one of those dudes on the outside of rooms before, and you wanted to get into the room, and then when you got into the room, you kicked through the door, and then now you came out on the other side with more money and more shine and more jewelry. That's what the dinner with Jay-Z is going to get you. But if all you want is just to say you did something, you're going to take the $500,000, which is base salary.
Yeah, I think that people kind of leave that black and white where it's like they don't paint enough details around it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Is this when people, you know what I'm saying, is this a business meeting? Like, you know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? Like, I think people kind of paint like you're just about to go casually have dinner with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you about to have dinner with Hov. This wasn't like people kind of painted like you like wanted a surprise. Like if this is like a business meeting or something, well, this man's about to open up a plethora of resources to you. So
Thank you. Like, you know yeah.
When people saying like that, where you actually like, well, what is people never analyze it like, well, what is this dinner about? Like, you know,
correct,
like,
yeah.
You ain't calling a phone line and say, oh, you get to eat some food with him.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
If that man put you in a planner with his publicist and something, say,
thank you.
We're gonna sit down and get to talk.
Man, look.
I get to go there with a preparation.
If all you get is a selfie out the deal, you messed up. Like,
yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so when people say like that, I think I always be like, well, I don't think they saying like black and white. Hey,
correct.
pop up and get to sit down and eat that. I'm saying like, no, this man said they're painting a picture of saying like, well, one of the richest men, black men in America,
right,
is allowing you to sit down with him and present
what you got going on, and if he got resources to help you, he's going to be inclined to help you. He's offering
I
you
think
like
put it like a different way.
Yeah.
Because like in that black and white way, we all gonna take the 500.
Correct.
When you talk about it like, hey, listen, say somebody hit you up and say, Mr. Carter is prepared to sit down and really listen to what you have to say about your business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's your Shark Tank meeting.
Like with your brand and say, listen, whole esports is $1 billion industry. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
You walk out there with him saying, listen, I want to be even if it's a minority investor, pushing this to a different level.
Yep.
I think that's worth the $500,000. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, absolutely, bro.
I'll do the same thing too. I don't think that's why I think always people put it like a surprise. Like he's just gonna say, "Hey, we got to eat dinner." Like before the radio shows used to be like, "Hey, spend a day with your mate in the lab." Like you get to go backstage. It ain't like that. I don't think that's ever what it's been. I don't think people think about it like that.
Exactly, bro. I'm already knowing, man. Well, I ain't gonna hold you, man. I appreciate you coming through, man, and giving us some valuable information, man. What tell the people this is the part of the show where they can find you at, man. What they need to do as far as looking you up on your Twitter, on how to follow you in the league, all that good stuff. Give them the Venom shit too.
Twitch is Top Tier Crown. Twitter's Top Tier Crown. My Instagram is Top Tier Crown, and y'all be stay tuned for Twitch because I'm about to help the prospects once more. You know what I'm saying? This may be my last time if it's received any kind of way, but I'm going to start doing, once we get that draft order, I'm going to start doing some lotteries, some in-depth real stuff, because I really do watch this game. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do some watch parties and watch some film together, what separates different people, and
I love it.
It should be real interesting, so appreciate y'all coming in. It's the longest talk I done gave this whole offseason, man, because I banged with you and I could just sit here and talk to you for hours.
Hey, man, that's what all I wanted was a conversation, so I appreciate it, bro.
You know what I'm saying? You're a real person. You know
I appreciate it, bro.
Kurt is a real dude. Like, I always never turn anything down. I'll always be available if you ever want me to come through for anything, bro.
And that's why you got our support, man. That's that real aspect of it, bro. And we rock with you, bro. And I'm hoping that my viewers get to understand your story more in the community, man. You're doing good things. I like what you're doing, bro. Keep it up with the Rucker. Keep it up with the Charlotte, man. Congratulations on being retained. Take that deep breath. Enjoy the night, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's your day, you know what I'm saying? And keep ushering in the new era, man. I'm all for the young boys, and shout out to your little brother Claude, man, and Spam and all the other little guys that we got out there that's doing their thing, holding it down for the underage right now, making big moves, man. So I look forward to seeing y'all boys soon, man. And until the next time, bro, I appreciate you being here.
I appreciate you, man. Tell me, Swan, I said what's up, man.
I got you, bro. Swan up next. Y'all already know. Appreciate it.
All right, bro.
Hey, man. Hey, y'all, appreciate everything, man. We just wrapped up the interview with Top Tier Crown, man. Shout out to him, man. Make sure you follow the boy Top Tier Crown on Twitter, on Twitch, and on Instagram, man. Everything is cut and dry with him, Top Tier Crown. Exactly how you spell it, man. But we appreciate you with y'all rocking, man. I got Mike Swan in the green room. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back with Mike Swan. And we going to get it cracking, man. Y'all already know how I do. We got another rookie from the Hawks talent. You appreciate you being here, Thermy. We coming back in 5 minutes with Mike Swan of the Atlanta Hawks Gaming Club, the Hawks Talent, Atlanta Hawks Talent, or they call it Hawks Talent GC. So we'll be back with Mike Swan. He just got retained today, FSG's on. So this is a dope interview. FSG, we up next. Y'all already know what it is, man. We taking over the league too, man. So give me 5 minutes. Let me get Swan into the green room, and we'll be right back.